because it is easier than you think. So welcome. And we're going to talk about something that came up at the last Reiki Circle. And I wanted to delve into it in a more kind of interactive way and get your thoughts, also your insights, and maybe things that can work for some people on here. But we're going to talk about confidence. And you could do a workshop on confidence, but it's really the theory. And it really needs to stick. And to me, confidence is a byproduct of doing, or just even showing up for yourself. So this byproduct is developed. You know, I was confident that some of you were going to come on here today, right? I was confident that I was going to get up this morning and go to a spin class. I was confident that I'm going to show up for myself. I'm confident that I'm going to eat right. I'm confident I'm going to have my water intake today. So there are different ways that we can come in the door of confidence, right? But I wanted to ask you, because you have some great insights or even great questions, what is it we see when we see someone being confident? What is it? What is it that you see when you see confidence? What are you looking at? Right? What is pulling you in, drawing you in? A lack of fear? Okay. What if I was to tell you people still have fear who do things but they have the confidence that they'll show up for the gig? Really, let's sit with that, right? I know people that are terrified going on set to be a director, but they still do it because they're confident that they need to show up for the other people on set. So Annie says that her partner said, game recognizes game. Oh, I like it. I like it. And sometimes it's having game. And what is having game? Or being confident you got game. Right? Being confident you have game. And sometimes having game is just that inner confidence at your project, or that inner confidence at, your study, that you're studying and that you're confident you're gonna ace the exam. You got game. You're bringing it. You've done your practice. You've done your study work. Emma Kate here says, believing in themselves, integration, alignment of the task, and how to see themselves. Okay, let's go to the teen. Let's go to the teen that thinks it's confident in high school, right? We'll remember them. We got, like, what do they call them? The popular people, the popular girls, the popular boys, right? And they have an air of confidence. They walk through the canteen with confidence. But we know that those people are insecure a lot of the time, right? It's just a front. Even when you go for an interview, right? Or you go to a pitch for something, and you dress up to have an air of confidence as an entrepreneur or as a dancer going for an audition, or, you know, and, you know, that's what they say, like, you know, the clothes make the man. But do the clothes give you an air of confidence, or are they inspiring something in you, or are they another mask to look confident? But sometimes that looking confident, come on Archie, come over here, go, that looking confident can get you to the meeting, right? It can psychologically psych you out if you feel confident in your expression. Let's think about this. Women 100 years ago couldn't wear trousers. But some women, if you go back to the 1900s, were wearing breeches. They were wearing them. Because there was a confidence in themselves and a rebellion against having to wear these skirts and ulcers. The postman's coming. No, Archie. And then you had people that had the confidence to be straddling a horse when they should have been on side saddle, which was offensive back then. A woman opening their legs to sit on top of a horse. But more and more women were confident, but there was that first one, right? More and more women were confident to do it because other people were doing it. Now that's the same as Bannister, who did the race, and I think it was the mile, and he did it in a certain time, and no one had done it before, and his achievement made other people confident that they could do it too. Right? So confidence is a tricky subject because, you know, sometimes people can wear the mask of confidence. You know, look at Sia. Sia, who was not confident to show her face, but she was confident enough to write all those amazing songs of Chandelier, but she wore the wig over her face. And that gave her the confidence to go on stage and perform live. Because before she was writing songs for other people because she had this lack of confidence in herself, but not in her skills. But she knew she was cheating herself by not performing her own songs, and the audience and the vibe of the audience seeing her. So she found a way through clothes, through expression, to be confident, right? Thank you for that. Yeah, someone had just said, yes, it looks that way on the outside. And then Stacey's saying, fake it until you make it. You know, there's a clip from Rihanna when people said, someone had asked her, the interviewer asked her, what is it that you do when you just don't feel like it? And she said, I fake it until I make it. Now, a lot of people have opinions about this expression. Oh, I don't like it. It's disingenuous. It's like, you know. But here's the thing. Let me put it in another arena for you. As a yogi, In yoga, you're constantly rubbing against these two things of, I don't want to do it, I don't want to go to class, I don't want to do my practice. That is rooted in practice makes you show up. You don't want to do these things, but you're confident enough that you know that you need to hit the mat. Same as your meditation practice. So you are, you could call that faking it until you make it where you're skipping to a yoga class, skipping into your meditation. So fake it until you make it is a very interesting phrase. And am I faking it in an inauthentic way? No. I am not wanting to go, but I'm putting on, my big girl knickers and I'm going. So we're always struggling against this thing that's saying, lie in bed. Lie in bed and do nothing. You don't need to get up and do all that stuff. You don't need to go there. You don't need to put yourself under stress. You don't need to put your stuff out. You don't need to do this live. And we know, anyone with a spiritual practice knows that push and pull, right? We also know when someone is coming off as confident, but you know that it's a horse and pony show, right? It's a circus. It's entertaining, but it's lacking confidence. So we even know when it's lacking confidence. So it's got nothing to do with not being afraid and not being terrified and being scared. It's about this inner confidant within yourself. Confiding in yourself. It's a connection to yourself. It's walking through, and I think confidence is a byproduct of all those things that you do when you're scared, when you don't feel like it, when, you're just irritated that you have to do it. But I'm confident enough to know that I'm going to show up for myself because I want better and I want more. And I want more peace, right? So I'm confident that I'm going to show up for my meditation practice, for my Reiki practice. But in that confidence of showing up, I emanate confidence as a byproduct of me showing up. Not for just the world, for my dogs, for myself, for you guys, for life, for the invention. These are the things that you're here to cultivate. There's an inner confidant that you have to develop. An inner trust. you know, to walk through enormous challenges sometimes. But in those enormous challenges, if you can stay connected here to this confidant within you that says, you know what, I'm unsure if I can do it, but I'm just gonna put one foot in front of the other. Even when you're writing a book, you're confident at one point it's going to be finished. But it's going to be finished through one sentence, a paragraph, maybe writing 6 pages today. Little acorns of cultivation. To me, confidence is, in these showing up moments, is self-love. And we look at self-love as, I don't know, something that is, I don't know, sassy sometimes. But sometimes self-love is just honoring and being confident that you have to do these things, that you have to study, that you have to do this research, that like I'm confident that I'm on the right track. Even while everybody's naysaying you. You know, this work that I've been doing for over 20 years now, when it wasn't popular, people would screw their face up and be like, you do what? What? Well, how does that work? That was, but I was confident that people would wake up to Einstein's version of the universe, of the theory of everything, and that everything is energy. And I was confident that I was on the right path. And I was confident that my connection to spiritual consciousness was all that I had to focus on. And that confidence was the byproduct of walking through when it wasn't popular, when it wasn't mainstream. Because you're walking through slings and arrows. You're walking through an environment that is hostile. And that confidence with you, yourself, and I, the soul, is developed. And that inner voice is developed. But the doing and the showing up is key. And the more you do it for yourself, the more it accumulates. All practices accumulate. Pause and Joy has accumulated over 20 years. So to me, when I look at someone who's confident, I look at someone that is able to be frank with themselves. Right? They're able to be frank with their work, at what they're doing and what they're not doing. Even if they were faking it until they were making it, there's a frankness that just keep on going. you're onto something. And that confidence starts to be effervescent from your being. Because even when, you know, that's what all the teen films are about, right? When the popular person gets stripped of their, I don't know, their look, their front, that they're faking confidence through their accessories, then you take that all away and sometimes they're a very insecure person. And a very afraid person. But all of these things, and I'm not demonizing clothes or anything, because I think clothes can also inspire. Looks can also inspire you. They can make you feel a certain way. They can make you feel good. So you kind of show up and you start to, you know, have that confidence that you'll be able to show up. But it's a byproduct of your inner connection. Whether there are challenges, whether there's a hostile environment, whether there's naysayers, your confidence and confiding in that inner knowing can be very irritating to people. And that's not your problem. So I think this does start in the teens, you know, in our teen life, where we're looking at people that we think are confident and they're not. It's a bunch of insecure teens trying to fit in with another bunch of insecure teens. Right? And they're all, oh, that one's confident. And they're not confident. They're just fronting. But then there are the people that they just don't care to be popular. They're just confident in themselves. They're navigating through their own school experience, enjoying it, not enjoying it, but they're confident they're going to get out of the school experience what they need for if they're going to college or they're going to start as an entrepreneur, right? But that's that scheme, right? Oh, I want to be with the confident people. I want to be with the popular people. They seem so confident. And sometimes they're not. They're just fronting. So ask yourself again, like, what is confidence? What am I really looking at in someone? Am I looking at how connected they are to themselves? Am I looking at 20 years of polishing their connection through their energy practice? Am I looking at someone that is really frank with people around them? Really real? And I'm confident that they wouldn't stand for certain things in their life. And I'm confident that they kind of know who they are. And I'm confident that they don't mimic anybody. And I'm confident that they're not mirroring. I'm confident that they're being themselves, whatever self means. I'm confident that I'm getting a straight up kind of person here. So today, I want you to do these little exercises where you are confident that, you know, I'm kind of confident that I'll sleep tonight. I'm confident that I'm gonna move my body a little. Maybe I'll go for a walk. I'm confident that what I decide to do, I execute. That is key. Because if I'm confident that I'm going to go to my spin class this morning, if I'm confident that I'm going to do my little walk around the block, if I'm confident that I'm going to eat right today, then I'm pretty confident I'm going to do it. And then I start to become confident at what I say I'm going to do gets done. There's not some villain, there's not some saboteur inside of me that I say I'm going to do something and then I'm looking for things to distract me. I'm looking for things to avoid. I'm confident I'm going to write that email today. When you show up for your spiritual practice, they call it discipline. I call it self-love. So when you're confident that you're going to show up for some part of your practice, you're going to be confidently sending that email. You're going to be confidently lifting the phone. Because what you decide to do, you execute. You execute the head. You chop off that head from overthinking, trying to get your way out of what you have decided to do. That's how it all works. It's really simple. And that's why having a practice is a sadhana practice, a practice of yoga, a practice of meditation, even a practice of taking 5 deep breaths. If you cannot find the time to take a moment to pause and take 5 breaths, meaningful, sincere breaths to anchor in today, then you've got a bigger problem than confidence. Sometimes we need to have a joke, right? Sometimes you've got a lot of work to do. Because you are your own villain. So yeah, just maybe start with that, exploring your connection. And, you know, when people say to me, oh, you're so confident with your practice, you're so confident with your Reiki, because I've been doing it a long time. It is an accumulation of a practice. Just like when you want to do a handstand in yoga, you might not be confident going upside down. Or a headstand. And that's okay. I do all of these poses not so that I can go into the Olympics of yoga to show what I can do it. I do it because I might not have confidence going upside down. But if I can gain confidence in going upside down, then I'm going to take that confidence of being rubbish at it at the beginning, that I get better and better and better, and that seeps into my day. It spreads through everything. It will not discriminate. So if you're confidently working on something that you are not good at and you're getting better at it, it's going to go everywhere. It doesn't discriminate. Explore what makes you tick, rather than TikTok. I'm wasting time exploring other pages on Insta of what makes other people tick. Right? It's the teen again. Let's go back to the teenager that's looking at the confident person in school, in high school. But they're just fronting. What's changed, really, with this? So when we look at that instant gratification to distract ourselves, confidence is not an instant thing. It's like a young plant. It grows and grows. The more you water it, the more you feed it with things that maybe have nothing to do with going out and pitching your business, or going out on stage, or going out and being a director, or going out and being an entrepreneur. If you can find something that you can build confidence in, and that you can, I'm confident that I'm going to execute my Reiki today. I'm going to do my meditation. I'm confident that I have it in me. I'm confident that it's somewhere in there. But I have to keep moving forward. And in the moving forward, it starts to emanate. So today, I want you to tell your subconscious, tell that part of yourself, which really is 98% of the operating system, I want to access a level of confidence that I have never been able to access before. I am accessing a deep level of confidence that I am bringing to the surface. And then note what you decide to do, what pulls you, what compels you, what magnetizes you. So this was great. The more we cultivate our will and conscience, we will emanate confidence. Our willingness and unwillingness is the push and the pull, right? You need to know what am I unwilling to do here? I'm unwilling to skim the surface with this. I'm unwilling to, I wanted something deeper. I'm unwilling to spend time with people that are just not acknowledging me or diminishing me. I'm unwilling, because those are the kinds of things that will suck the life force out of you, and the confidence will not be developed in that arena. It has to be developed with you, with your higher self, and with your connection to the divine. There's no way around it. And let me tell you, if you believe in the universe, or you believe in God, or you believe in the divine, when you are connected, it will make you go places and do things that are uncomfortable. It's not all a bed of roses. It's not all, but when you have a connection, you know it's for your highest good. You know there's something behind that door. You know there's growth. You know that you're going to gain an experience. You know that you are going to become lighter. You know that you're going to trust. And then when in all of that, you will start to emanate confidence. It's a byproduct. So that was good talking today. Good questions. I will see you soon. I'm going to do this next week as well, so that we'll run through a few things this month that has been backed up because all the planets are direct. It's go, go, go. And it was good spending time with you. Thank you. Love you too. Hey Tracy, you must be getting excited. Dun